What if I told you that the way that you're handling customer complaints right now is wrong and is actually hurting your business? Bill Gates once said that your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. So think about that for a second. Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, saying that your most unhappy customers can be your greatest source of learning. Well, even when we were building College Pro Painters, which went on to become the largest residential house painting company on the planet, every year we had to hire 8,800 students to paint houses globally. And I was on the management team of that company at College Pro Painters. Our founder, Greg Clark, used to say that a pissed off asshole, we called it our pride opportunity area. Basically, a frustrated customer was an opportunity for us to live our core values and to learn how we did better. One of the things that we always did is we blamed ourselves first. I think it's so easy, especially for entrepreneurs, to blame other people. Oh, the customer's wrong, or the market did this, or blame it's Bob's fault, or some employee's random fault, or something went wrong, instead of saying, what did we do wrong that allowed this to happen? Did we overset expectations with our customers? Did we have bad FAQs on our website that frustrated our customers? Did we really underdeliver on our promises with our customer? Was our product at fault? Did our employees mismanage against our company's core values? Did we actually put the wrong employees or overwhelmed employees on that project or dealing with that customer? But if you always look to blame yourself first, if you have that introspection to blame yourself and look for what you did wrong, I think you can actually learn a lot from your customers who are giving you the data and the insights that maybe something was broken. So I really challenge you as a company and as a leader to blame yourself first. Another example of this on customers is an employee who is working for you. Let's pretend for a second that all of your employees that work for you are customers of your leadership team and your HR department. Often I'll hear a company who's firing an employee and they say, oh, I'm glad Bob's gone. I'm glad Bob's no longer with us. We finally fired Bob because he'd been missing on all of these expectations forever. But the reality is you hired Bob. You were excited about working with Bob at the beginning. You onboarded Bob, you managed Bob, you were leading Bob. So maybe the failure is actually yours. And if you can examine your failure into this customer problem, you can actually grow much bigger and much better as a company. So I would challenge you to think about what you can learn from your customers. When Michael Dell was building Dell computers, he used to do what he would call read the tea leaves. And every week he would read as many customer service emails as he could read to really absorb and learn from those customers as to what was going wrong. Around 5 years ago, I was coaching a client in Austria and over in Europe, and I was talking to one of the 3 partners, and she was saying that they had about 900 outstanding customer service problems in terms of phone calls and emails. And 900 sounds like a lot, but they were a pretty large company, a big digital company. 900 seemed to be fairly normal for what they had. But I asked her, what are those customer service emails all about? What are your customers complaining about? And she said, oh, they're all the same thing. And I went, well, wait a second. If they're all the same thing, why don't you actually learn from what those customer problems are? Why don't you learn from what your customers are complaining about? And if you solve the root problem, if you fix your product, you fix your service, you fix your FAQs on your website so the customer can solve their own problems, and you actually don't overset expectations, so you kind of under promise and over deliver, you're going to eradicate about 80 or 90% of your customer problems. Listen to your customers, solve your customers' problems. Your company will be much more profitable. Your growth will be easier as well.